Hey guys, it's Will, it's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you feel like subscribing, that'd be a huge help. Thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up, give us a comment, all the fun stuff. I always say because it really does help. It's an exciting day. Today, 88 films announced June titles without much warning from what I could tell, and they are awesome. I'm really excited to tell you about this. There's 3 Hong Kong films, and then there's another one that is not a Hong Kong film, but that I think people who follow this channel, who watch this channel, will be really excited about. I am going to read off my computer. I'm probably going to get some glare off my glasses because I'm down here in the laundry room, and I don't have much control over the lighting and yada. So I do apologize for that, but it's just the best way to get this video done. So I'm going to tell you first about the one I am the most excited about. This is the 7th Curse. I have never seen this film, and you know I'm a huge Chow Yun-fat fan. And this was streaming for a while on Amazon Prime in the US, but I heard it was kind of like a shitty version of it, and I think this came out not too long ago on Blu-ray in Hong Kong, if I'm not mistaken. For some reason, I was kind of had in the back of my mind, this will be coming out at some point, and I want to see it properly. And now I get to see it properly. So this is one of the deluxe editions, like Armor of God, like Young Master, like Robotrix, like Riki-Oh, right? Where they're doing like the hard cases, I think, and all that stuff. So I'm really stoked. The artwork for this is absolutely incredible. Chin Sui Ho is in this film, Maggie Chung, Chow Yun-fat, Choi Sao Lai, Sybil Hu, Elvis Sui, Elvis Choi, excuse me. I always do that with his name. It's always him. I've done that multiple times in videos for films that he's been in. Elvis Choi. I'm really sorry. So this is a new 2K restoration of The 7th Curse, and it's coming out 7th of June 2022. It will have multiple alternate cuts of the film. It will have original mono audio, newly translated English subtitles. Beyond that, they haven't released a list of what's going on this, but I'm super excited about this. If you don't know about this, well, this is a movie I've read and heard about a million times. I've seen trailers for and everything, and I just haven't gotten around to seeing it. So I'm super excited. So let me read you the details on this movie. Starring Chow Yun-fat, The 7th Curse is a curious entry from Golden Harvest, the legendary production company which had previously brought us Stone Cold Bruce Lee classics, The Way of the Dragon, Fist of Fury, and Enter the Dragon. When Dr. Yoon, played by Chin Sui Ho, attempts to rescue a girl about to be sacrificed by the Worm tribe in the middle of the Thailand jungle, he is damned with 7 blood curses. Though he finds a temporary antidote that will only last a year, and he must return to the jungle to find a permanent cure. The 7th Curse is an adventurous story of lost tribes and deadly magic. Featuring strange locales, evil sorcerers, and monsters, this bonkers thrill fest is a rollicking oddity and a must for collectors of exotic Hong Kong cinema. And I'm not sure why they're trying to sell it as like the other. I thought we kind of got over that of like looking at Asians as weird, because white people do really weird shit too. Anyway, I'm not going to sell this to you as being weird Asian, because I kind of thought that we were past that as a society, but maybe we're not. I don't know. I don't write PR copy to try to sell movies, but I'm just really excited because I love those Shaw Brothers Black Magic films, like Black Magic and Boxer's Omen and like all that shit. And this just sounds bonkers and insane. And I'm really excited for like to have the deluxe edition and everything too. So that is one of the 88 films title is announced for June of 2022. Also, we have The Marshall Club. This was released in 1981. This is a Shaw Brothers film. And to just read you what they have here on the 88 Films Facebook page, a gloriously typical entry from Shaw Brothers, Marshall Club, starring Carol Wei and, or Carol Y, I guess, and Gordon Liu, and directed by Lau Kar-leung, who is obviously most epic and legendary, affords us a fast-paced, cleverly choreographed piece of martial arts fun, combining many elements that lovers of this kind of cinema will more than appreciate. Rival fight schools, an old master, and beautifully designed set pieces tumbled together in a colorful, kinesthetic, unceasing parade of flying fists and action set pieces held to the yes. So that is another June title announcement from 88 films. And so that film, Marshall Club, will be both Region A and Region B. Like the more recent Shaw releases have been, like, Chinese Boxer and Legendary Weapons of China and stuff like that, Flag of Iron from 88. Those are both Region A and B. Marshall Club will be Region A and B. Seventh Curse is Region B. And the other title, which I'm going to read you right now, Killer Meteors, hell yeah, from 1976, will also be Region B. So, not to be confused with the science fiction disaster movie of the same name, Killer Meteors is a wuxia-style martial arts film that brings two legends of the screen, Jimmy Wang Yu and Jackie Chan, together in an explosive kung fu cult classic. Known as Killer Meteors, local hero Mei Jing-hei, played by Jimmy Wang Yu, is invincible due to his secret weapon. However, when his services are sought by another powerful figure, Hua Wu-bin, played by Jackie Chan, he finds himself drawn into the deadliest challenge of his life. Dun dun dun. I forgot to say that The Seventh Curse came out in 1986 too, which is interesting because it's the same year as Better Tomorrow, which is the film that made Chow Yun-fat international superstar. Well, I guess really it was like The Killer of Hardboiled that made him international superstars, but that was Better Tomorrow was the one that really blew him up and like reversed his reputation as being box office poison and all that. So that was a big year for him, 86. So that's cool that that's the same year. Killer Meteors I've never seen. And it's a movie that a lot of people are talking about after this has been announced, because a lot of people who have seen that movie saw it on a really terrible VHS release, and they're super excited to see it again on like a high quality Blu-ray release. So that's one that I think is going to get revisited and kind of have people are going to put their thinking hats on and be like, did I misjudge this movie because I saw it on a really bad quality VHS? Like, is it kind of a really fun lost film with Jimmy Wang Yu and Jackie Chan, an important part of the history and the lineage of these films? Or was I right, and despite the bad quality VHS, the movie's actually shit? I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen it before, so we'll have to wait and see. Probably more likely than not, if a lot of people are going to come out and be like, man, that movie is shit, I'm going to be like, wow, that movie was awesome. That seems to be the way things are going for me these days. Anywho, so the other film that I think people who watch this channel will be super stoked about that's coming out from 88 Films in June of 2022 is Drive. And not the Ryan Gosling film, the Mark Dacascos film. So I have an interesting history with this movie. I still have not seen this movie, right? People kept telling me, you gotta see Drive, you gotta see Drive. I'm like, it's not really easy to find in the US, right? This was like 2 years ago. And then Andrew Amphlett, who has a YouTube channel and does a lot of Hong Kong cinema, is a super awesome dude who's in the UK, was like, I could find that DVD like hella cheap and super easily for you. And I was like, that would be amazing if you wouldn't mind. He sent that to me. He also sent me the Eureka release of Once Upon a Time in China. It was a really amazing package. I think he sent me the Hong Kong Legends versions of The Killer and Bullet in the Head as well. It was like one of the best, like most awesome packages I got. And I was really excited about that. And then literally like the next week, the US Blu-ray release of Drive from MVD Rewind Collection was announced, and I was like, and it's all the same bonus features. Like, they took them off that DVD, and I was like, what should I do? So I was like, well, I'll wait till the MVD one comes out and I'll review the Blu-ray. And then I just never did, because there's been so many Hong Kong releases that I'm like, I don't know if I can just like dip out for a week and watch this American movie and then be like, hey, look, guys, I did this with my time instead of reviewing these 40,000 other Hong Kong movies that I know you're waiting on. So now 88 Films is releasing it, and they're not just releasing it. Oh, baby, they're releasing it in 4K. So, starring Mark Dacascos and Kadeem Hardison, who is in I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka, and Vampire in Brooklyn, this fast and furious action flick combines the superhero film with the buddy cop movie in a high-octane chase feature populated with explosive Shaw Brothers-style martial arts set pieces in a bombastically entertaining slice of 90s fun. So that one of the reasons everyone recommends that film to me is apparently it is the closest you will get to Hong Kong style action in a movie that is not a Hong Kong movie. Like, the action in that movie is apparently incredible. And then the buddy cop thing is apparently like super fun too. And so I really should watch that movie. Let me know in the comments how high I should prioritize watching Drive and whether I should do a review of the MVD release. Someone was telling me today, actually, Times Square Kung Fu. So if you know him, he's super active on Twitter and Instagram and just started a YouTube channel. It's an amazing YouTube channel. And he's comparing releases to other versions of the film. Like, is it worth upgrading to this? You know, should you look out for this version? You know, is this DVD high quality? Like, you know, DVD versus Blu-ray, Blu-ray versus Blu-ray, like all that kind of stuff. And he knows an insane amount about those things and has access to a ton of different versions of films. It's a super cool channel. So it's Times and then SQ for Square, Times Square, right, in New York City, Kung Fu. Awesome channel. He was telling me today that the US Blu-ray release of Drive is actually just it's like a 1080p disc done from a 4K remaster, so that it's actually the same remaster as this film. This will just be released on an actual 4K disc. I don't have a 4K capability. I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player. I don't have a 4K TV. So it you know, it's neither here nor there to me, but just to let you know. So that's what's coming out from 88 Films in June of 2022. As soon as Diabolic puts up, because like I said, Seventh Curse is not a US, it's not going to be a Region A release. As soon as Diabolic puts up the pre-order for that, I'm going to order the shit out of that movie. I'm so excited for that one. And then I'll probably pick up the other ones too at some point down the road. So my name is Will. This is Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. As always, I thank you so much for watching the channel, and we'll see you next time.